Hey, what's up, everybody? So today I got a design that I gotta kind of put together. So need you guys to put it together with me. So the first thing we're gonna do is I got another image I gotta resize and bring into the software, but I already uploaded this image. So what I'm gonna do is, excuse me, I got a little cold, so bear with me. So I enlarge my image. Then I'm going to go to the select trace panel, trace area. So when I go to the select trace area, I know I got a video that I did this already, but I want to make sure everybody understands like what's going on. It gives you a little bullseye or target icon that you just take and drag over the image that you want to trace. And for all the people that know already, it's going to highlight yellow and it's going to give you those cut lines. The threshold is normally at 45. I tend to turn my threshold up to about 80. So it just when you turn it up, it just gives you better cut lines, sharper cut lines. Once you're satisfied with that, you want to go to the trace panel. Trace it. The yellow highlighter disappear. Move your image off to the side. Now what I want to do is shrink this down because it's going on a youth medium t-shirt, a youth medium dry fit, and also a youth medium hoodie. So I'm going to add the words, the field is yours, right? But I'm going to put it on a curved text. So in order to do that, I'm going to go over here to the drawing tools and I'm going to click ellipse. So I'm going to take my ellipse and I'm going to stretch it out over this image. When I'm done stretching it out and I like what it's stretched out to, then I will stretch this a little bit. And I guess I can bring this down. I can bring this down. So I'm just going to take it and put it to the size I want to put it to. I'm going to remove him out the middle. So this is a little trick for anybody that wants to learn how to curve your text. So I'm going to find some fonts I feel like I can go with Eris Demi. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to type in the field. Did I spell it right? Yeah. Right, so I'll take this. I should be able to blow it up. Move. Blow him up. Right. Go back to this. You right click. If you on, a desktop, you just right click on your mouse twice. And then it'll come up as if you're trying to edit the fonts. And you hover, you take your arrow, your cursor, and put it into that. You see how it turned orange? And once I started the, hold on. There it is. So it turned orange once I locked on it, right? That lets you know that you got it. And what you do is you just put it on a line, which is the, the ellipse. And then if you're okay with the sizing, right, I'll probably just give it a little bit of, just a little bit. Then I'm gonna right click, make compound path. Make compound path makes this. So when I turned it into a compound path, it just took the shape of the ellipse. I'm gonna do the same thing, but then I'm gonna do it with is yours. So same thing. Got my flat is yours. Blow him up a little bit. That should be good. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna blow it up a little bit more. Do the same thing. Double click, highlight it. But this time I want it to go inside the circle. So you just gotta play with it until it's where you want it to be. So boom, right? I got it inside. And you see how the letters are all jumbled together? So what I'm gonna do is here, I'm gonna go over the character spacing is at 100%. And I'm gonna put it at about 140 should be good. And then I'm gonna drag it evenly. I think it's gonna be evenly. But so it's just a little trick just in case anybody having issues with trying to curve your text. And it's not just curving. So you can go in there and like use a square. You can create your own curvy lines, and then you just gotta adjust it to what you want it to be. This is just the hard part. Not even hard, it's just a bit weird how we got it. So now with this, because I do wanna, I feel like I wanna bring it down a little bit. And then I'll move it over. Move it over. And then I'm gonna right click, and then I'm going to, no, I'm lying. So now I'm gonna right click. Click on your design, right click, make compound path. So now it's gonna highlight, and then you can remove that, delete that, boom. So now what I wanna do with these is I wanna click that, shift, select both of them, and then come over to the panel where as though I just wanna line them up evenly. So if I do this, it'll move the bottom over. If I do this, it'll move it to the left. So I wanna line it up evenly with the top word. Now, I'm gonna bring this in, move him up a little bit, shift, and select, and then I wanna just make it you see I was acting crazy. So let's just shift again, select that, let's even these out. So what I'm gonna do with this, instead of selecting all three, I'm gonna select the image of the football player, shift, and right click, and then I'm going to put it in the middle of that. It should work like that. Alright, it's acting a little wacky. So, but that's pretty much because I had it right the first time. Let's move him back over. No, right here. This should be perfect. So I'm gonna just double check, shift this. Oh, shut up. No, I don't wanna do that. And just make sure this is lined up pretty cool. So whatever you select is just going to line it up the way it thinks you want it lined up. But sometimes it don't work that way. Sometimes you still gotta like figure it out on your own. I'm still gonna move this over a little bit. Now, so I'm gonna highlight this white. Take this, go to the fill panel, highlight it white, because I think that's the color I'm gonna be using on the actual design. Still want to move this over because sometimes it don't be as perfect as you think it's going to be. And if you're not really sure, you could just go off these lines. These all are inch lines. So like with this one, they're not the same size, but I could move this over and it'll split the difference between, it'll at least be 2 inches, 1, 2, 1, 2 on each side. So now with the fill, I'll move it over and kind of like try to split the difference. So this is at about 1.5. So if I move this over a little bit, it's borderline perfect. So then I got my image in the middle. I got the field is yours. So I want to take everything, highlight it, shrink it down, because like I said, it's going on a kid's hoodie on the back. You always want to flip your image horizontally. No, flip it, yeah, horizontally. And because you're cutting vinyl and it's heat transfer, so you're going to be cutting it backwards, and then when you flip it over to put it on your garment, it's going to be the correct way. So now that I got that, I'm going to go ahead and I didn't highlight the letters because I don't know what colors I'm going to use. So now I'm going to go into my laptop, if it lets me, and then go into downloads. Downloads, I don't want earlier this year, maybe, I think it was like 3.3. Let me see if I can get a view of it. Let's open it. I just want to open it now. That's all I want to do. Come on. All right. So I want to use this file. Since I opened it, I'm going to right click it. And I'm going to copy it. This is an old design of mine. Copy it. Close. 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 Boom. Paste it into the software. It came in kind of hot. Definitely came in big. Pause. So we're gonna do the same thing. Select trace area and highlight this. And once everything highlighted, it's gonna turn yellow. So this is designed for a lower league football player. Be pretty good. This mom wanted to represent my brand, but she wanted, something positive. So the winner circle, addicted to success, football logo, pretty much go perfect. This logo pretty old too. I don't have to turn this up to 80. Sometimes the effect actually works backwards on some images for some reason. I got it on 60 and I'm gonna trace it. So with this trace. Now, get this out of here. And I wanna shrink it to about, I think I'm gonna measure the shirt later. Flip it horizontally. And now, like a lot of professional players are using the term hemiphy. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go ahead and write hemiphy in here, right? Caps already, H-I-M-O-T-H-Y. Hemiphy. I don't know if this is gonna be on the hood, on the front, on the sleeve. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I got everything. So I'm gonna flip that. I think I want to make that blue. Flip that, turn that blue, right? I'm gonna leave this white. I'm gonna turn this blue. I'm gonna turn this blue. And I'm gonna turn this design white. So this is what the design is gonna look like on. So yeah, that's what the design gonna look like once it's put together. So yeah, hopefully you learn how to curve your text, trace an image. I'll have another video where I do some other little tips and tricks soon. I've been a little busy, man, but bear with me and stay tuned. So go see the final product of the actual hoodie and the dry fit shirt. Thanks for tuning in. Love y'all guys for y'all support, man. Continue to show love. Continue to be blessed. Continue to grind. Continue to strive. Continue to be great, man. Don't let nobody tell you that, you know, you can't do nothing that you know, put your mind to, or anything that you know, got your dream set on. Just continue to work, man. Everything is about consistency. Like I say a lot, man, it's not, you're not always going to be motivated, but if you stay consistent, like it'll outweigh or, you know, overpower you not being motivated, and then it'll bring back that motivation. So stick to what you know, man. Stick to what you believe in, you know. Just keep grinding, go hard, you know. Don't let nobody tell you you can't. You're going to hear no a lot of times, but at the end of the day, it boils down to you being consistent. It boils down to you blocking out the negativity and blocking out the haters. So, yeah, continue to strive, man. Be successful. Come on.